one particular experience I think had just an indelible effect upon my life, and was the major impetus for what I've tried to do over the years in access to justice.
Growing up in a small North Carolina mill town, Dick Tate saw many inequities among the races. But his parents taught their son that every person, regardless of their race, was entitled to the same dignity and respect. That lesson would remain with him his entire life. When Dick was in high school, his basketball team won the North Carolina State Championship. On top of the world, Dick and two of his African-American teammates made a stop on the 3-hour drive back to their hometown.
And we got out of the car and we went to the restroom. And when we got to the restroom, the sign said, "Whites only." And they turned around and headed back out of the service station and actually told me they were going to go around behind the service station to use the restroom in the field. And I remember the rage and I remember the guilt. And I took the sign off the door and I took it into the night clerk at the station, and I laid it on the counter and I said something to the effect of, "Times are changing and you should too."
And with that, Dick Tate's path was sealed. After law school and several years working for large firms, Dick opened a practice in the small Texas town of Richmond. In 1993, Dick responded to a call for volunteers and was appointed by the Texas Supreme Court as a director to the Texas Access to Justice Foundation. He provided countless hours of legal services for nearly 10 years in the IOLTA litigation that went all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court and twice to the Fifth Circuit.
Ultimately, the foundation won that case. Although it was a long and difficult battle, and a large credit of the reason we won would have to go to Dick and the work of other volunteer lawyers.
And they ultimately saved IOLTA in this country.
I think the thing that I'm the most proud of is expanding the roster or the lineup of stakeholders. The level of participation that we have from lawyers who are willing to contribute their time, to charitable foundations that are willing to contribute the money, to Supreme Court that provides unrelenting and unceasing support, to a legislature that now gets it and not only gets it, supports it. It's just been a continuing story of increasing dedication and success.
In 1999, Dick was appointed chair of the foundation.
And then he was reappointed by the Supreme Court 6 times, most recently in 2017.
He's earned the court's trust because he's so careful about the work. He's very dedicated to it. I know to a person, all the judges that I've served with, that while he's been on the foundation, they just think the world of Dick Tate.
He is someone who is very thoughtful, very steady, very compassionate, caring, and totally committed to access to justice.
Our mission is to make sure that people receive just their basic human rights. This is not rocket science. This is not anything that's complicated.
During Dick's tenure, the Texas Access to Justice Foundation has grown into the largest state funding source for legal aid. He has worked hard to help secure funding for civil legal aid at both the state and national levels.
He's the exemplar of what an attorney should be and how being a member of the bar can be a service profession, not only to your clients, but to the community at large. He's really an Atticus Finch type of lawyer.
Established in 1995 by the Texas Access to Justice Foundation, the Harold F. Kleinman Award is named for the foundation's first chairman. It's awarded to leaders in access to civil justice who demonstrate outstanding character, commitment, and public service.
This award is so important. It is not given every year. It is one that recognizes people who are unusual for their service. Of all lawyers that I know in Texas, no lawyer puts in more pro bono hours than Dick Tate.
He's just the quintessential leader, the face on access to justice for Texas.
And in the end, it's all about the difference he's made in the lives of so many low-income Texans.
On behalf of the legal aid providers across Texas, I want to thank you, Dick Tate, for your many years of public service. Today, legal aid is helping over 130,000 people, and it's all been in part because of your extreme leadership. Thank you.
It has been the honor and privilege of my professional career to work with you. You are a hero, you are a champion, and low-income Texans, their lives are much better because of your steady leadership. Thank you, Dick.
My heartiest congratulations to you on the receipt of the Kleinman Award and for your lifetime of service to making the promise of equal justice under the law a reality for all Texans.
Dick, congratulations. No one is more deserving of the Kleinman Award than you. For your stewardship to this mission and your dedication to it, you really deserve this award. Congratulations.
Dick's teammates couldn't have known the lasting impact of that one night in March of 1967, but their influence will live on through the legacy of Dick Tate, his unwavering commitment to civil justice, and how he helped change the lives of low-income citizens across Texas.